A king's life is not an accident. A king's outcome is never an oversight. A king's environment is engineered deliberately, diligently, decisively. Because hear me clearly, it is your job to meticulously cultivate an environment which can only result in one outcome: elevation, expansion, excellence. This is the rhythm of royalty. Even the Bible says, by their fruits you shall know them. Not by their feelings, not by their fantasies, but by their results. Results require measurement. Measurement requires mastery, and mastery requires a man who does not drift, but directs. A king who does not count his cattle loses his kingdom. A warrior who does not track his rations starves before the battle begins. And you say you want power. You say you want presence. You say you want discipline, but you don't track your calories. You don't track your meals. You don't track your fuel. How can you manage what you refuse to measure? Even the great Mansa Musa, richest king in all of recorded history, had accountants, record keepers, strategists, because a kingdom without measurement is a kingdom without progress. So hear this: your caloric intake is your covenant with your future. Feed your body like a king or fall like a coward. You must only have people around you who are beneficial to your income or your outcome. If they aren't that, they aren't welcome. Even Jesus dismissed the doubters before performing miracles. Even Harriet Tubman carried a gun, not for the slave masters, but for the slaves who tried to turn back. Because sometimes the people closest to you are the ones killing your calling. Surround yourself with kings and you rise. Surround yourself with clowns and you fall. A rising tide lifts all boats, but only if the boat wants to rise, is prepared to rise. Ask yourself, do the people around you seek elevation, or do they beg for handouts? Do they push you forward or pull you back? Because every friendship is fertilizer or poison. Every companion is a coach or a curse. Every circle is either a launch pad or a land mine. Choose your circle like your life depends on it, because it does. Your calendar is your crown. Show me your calendar and I'll show you your kingdom. Every single moment of your day must be accounted for. A king does not wander. A king allocates. Time tracked is power unlocked. Time wasted is royalty ruined. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't wing his mission. Malcolm X didn't casually stroll into greatness. Madam C.J. Walker didn't stumble into success. Their calendars were carved with intention. Their days were designed with discipline. Their hours were holy. What is not measured cannot be managed. What is not scheduled cannot be strengthened. What is not tracked cannot be transformed. So ask yourself right now, if someone saw your calendar, would they see a king? Or would they see a man who surrendered his schedule to chaos? Create the environment that creates the king. Your environment must make elevation inevitable. Your habits must make discipline automatic. Your circle must make greatness contagious. You are the architect, you are the author, you are the authority. Cultivate an environment so committed, so consistent, so calculated that greatness is not an option, it is the only possible outcome.